Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are doing great. Another video on exercise 5a, question number 5. Okay, in question number 5, you need to solve the following equations that are given to you. It has 6 parts starting from part A. In part A, the equation that is given to us is 1 upon 3x equals to 7. Okay, in this equation, you have given a rational number with x. The coefficient of x is basically a rational number that is 1 upon 3. So what you can do, we have already seen an example like this. If we have, let's suppose an example is 2x equals to 7. We know that when a number is multiplying with x and you need to shift it to the other side of the equation, you must have to divide it. It will be 7 upon 2. Similarly, if a number is dividing with x, you can see this example here. 3 is basically dividing with x. So when you need to shift it to the other side of the equation, so the operation is going to be changed. Division will become multiplication and multiplication becomes division. Keep in mind that the mathematical operation will be reversed. 1x, 1 upon 3x means that 1 is multiplying with x and 3 is dividing with x. It means that when you are going to shift it, 1 will be written in the denominator and 3 will be written in the numerator. So x equals to 7 multiplied by 3 divided by 1. This is how you can do your first step. I'm again repeating. In the first step, you know that 1 is 1 upon 3x means that the 1 is in the numerator. It is multiplying with x and 3 is in the denominator. It is dividing with x. So when you are going to shift this number to the other side of the equation, you have to change its position. What it means? It means that 3 must be written in the numerator. Why? Because here in left hand side, 3 is in the denominator. So when you are going to write it in numerator on the other side, it will be multiplied with 7. So 3 multiplies with 7 and 1 that is multiplying with x over here. When you are going to shift it to the other side, it will be written in the denominator. 1 will be written below 7 multiplied by 3. So you can write 21 upon 3 as 1 has no value in the denominator, so we can simply write 21, right? So x equals to 21 is going to be the answer. So keep in mind here we have used a rule. There is a rule for solving this particular equation. If a number is dividing on one side of equation, then it will be multiplied on other side of equation. Just the way we have done with 3. 3 was dividing with x. When you are going to shift it to the other side, it will be multiplied with 7, right? So in this way, you need to shift the sign or shift the operation. Now moving towards part B. In part B, you have given 3 upon 4x equals to minus 6. Now again, what is to be done over here? 3 is multiplying. When you are going to shift it to the other side, it will be divided. Okay, 3 is multiplying with x. When you are going to shift it, it will be divided. And 4 is dividing on left hand side, so it will be multiplied by 6 minus 6. So you need to do like this. X will be written as it is. 4 will be shifted in the numerator and 3 will be shifted in the denominator. So in the numerator, I'm already having minus 6. So I need to multiply minus 6 with 4. Similarly, divided by 3. Why? Because I know that 3 was in the numerator. So when you are supposed to change it, you will divide it by minus 6 multiplied by 4. You need to shift it in the denominator. So in this way, you can solve this equation. X equals to minus 6 multiplied by 4 gives you minus 24 divided by 3. Now we can cancel these numbers. 3 ones are 3 and 3 eights are 24. So it will be minus 8. X equals to minus 8 is going to be the answer of this equation. Now moving towards part C. In part C, the quotient is 1 upon 3x plus 3 equals to 4. Now keep in mind that in this particular equation, you are having a constant. It means the number that has no variable with it. So before moving this particular term to the other side, what you need to do, first of all, the important thing is that you need to shift this constant to the other side of the equation. So in step number 1, move plus 3 to right hand side. It becomes minus 3. According to the rule that we have studied in question number 1, whenever a term is shifted to the other side, it becomes, the sign of the term becomes changed. If it is plus, it will become minus. So 1 upon 3x remains over here. In the first step, plus 3 will be shifted there and becomes minus 3. Now just solve the coefficients on the right hand side. It will be 4 minus 3, that is 1. Now, 1 upon 3 means that 1 is multiplying. You can write it in the denominator. 1 will be written in denominator. When it is shifted to the other side, you will write it in denominator. And 3 will be written in the numerator in order to multiply it. Why? Because 3 is dividing right now with x. So when you are going to shift it, you will write 3 in the numerator. So x equals to 1 multiplied by 3 divided by 1. So it will be x equals to 3 upon 1. There is no need to write 1 in the denominator. Only x equals to 3 is going to be the answer. Now, doing the next part is part B. Okay, in part D, I'm having y upon 4 minus 8 equals to minus 2. Again, the same thing. First of all, you need to shift this minus 8. This is a constant value. It will be shifted to the right hand side of the equation. So keep y upon 4 as it is equals to minus 2 plus 8. Change the sign of the constant when it is shifted to the other side. Y upon 4 equals to minus 2 plus 8. It is 6 plus 6. Now, if you want to shift this 4 to the other side of the equation, keep in mind that 4 is dividing on left hand side. It is dividing by y. So when you are going to shift it, it will be 4 will be multiplied with 6. You need to change the operation. Now 4 will be written in the numerator and it will be multiplied with 6. So it will be y upon, no, not upon, y equals to 6 multiplied by 4. So it will be y equals to 6 fours are 20. This is going to be the answer of part D. Now I'm moving towards part part E. In part E, I have 3 minus 1 upon 4y equals to 2. Again, what you need to do, first of all, just shift this constant value to the other side of the equation. Keep minus 1 upon 4y as it is. And here you have 2 minus 3. 3 is shifted to the other side and becomes minus 3. Now, minus 1 upon 4y equals to minus 1. Now, keep in mind when you are having two minus signs on opposite side of the equation, you can cancel them. How? I can simply shift minus 1 upon 4 to the other side. How? Y equals to minus 1 remains over here. It will be multiplied with minus 4 upon 1. Keep in mind when 4 is going to be shifted to the other side, you need to write it in the numerator. 4 will be written in the numerator and minus 1 will be written in the denominator. right? So 1 will be written in denominator and 4 in the numerator in order to multiply. Minus minus will be multiplied. It becomes plus. 4 ones are 4 upon 1. This is y. Y equals to 4 upon 1, or you can simply write 4. So this is how you can write the answer y equals to 4 of your question part E. Now the last part is part F. In part F, I have given 15 minus 2 upon 5y equals to 11. First of all, you need to shift 15 to the other side of the equation. It becomes minus 2 upon 5y equals to 11 minus 15. Solve 11 minus 15 together, you will get minus 4. Now, minus 2 upon 5. 5 will be written in the numerator, minus 2 will be written in the denominator. So, it will be y equals to minus 4 multiplied by minus 5 upon 2. You are supposed to change this fraction. If it is minus 2 upon 5 and it is shifted to the other side, so 5 will be written in the numerator and 2 in the denominator so that the operation can be changed. 5 was dividing over here on one side. When it is shifted to the other side, it will be multiplied. That's why I have written it in the numerator, and 2 is written in denominator so that it can be divided. So minus minus is plus. 4 fives are 20 upon 2. This is y equals to 20 upon 2. You can simply cancel it. 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20. So y equals to 10 is going to be the answer. In this way, we have solved all these questions, parts of question number 5. The important thing is that you must know the rule that I have discussed over here. Look at this. No, you are supposed to look at this one. Okay, when a number is dividing on one side of the equation, that it will be multiplied on the other side of the equation. Okay, keep in mind. On the other hand, we can say that if you have a fraction, let's suppose, let me write it over here. I'm again explaining it. If you have a fraction, then denominator will become numerator on the other side, and numerator will become the denominator on the other side. For example, 3 upon 2x equals to 7. So here 3 is numerator. It's a numerator value. It will become denominator when it is shifted to the other side. And 2 is a denominator right now. It will be shifted in the numerator when you are going to move it to the other side. So x equals to 7 remains over here. It will be multiplied with 2. 2 will be written in numerator and 3 in the denominator. So the positions of the numerator and denominator will be changed. In this way, you are solving it. 7 twos are 14 upon 3. So the value of x becomes 14 upon 3. This is a simple example that I just needed to show you. This is not related to the questions. The questions are just till part F. Okay, so this is a very important step that you need to understand. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this is helpful to you. Stay tuned, stay connected for more videos. Take care for now.